students, in exercise 5.3 we studied about implicit functions and explicit functions. Means explicit function, that function in which one variable can be written as in terms of the other variable, like this. This is related, this y is related with the x, like this. So means y is equal to fx. So then it is known as explicit function. But here in this type you can see one variable you can't show it means related with the other variable easily. So means clearly you can't show it, then it is known as the implicit function. And we studied how we find out the derivative in both of these cases. Now there is one more category of the functions in which the two variables are related with each other by the third variable. What I am saying, two variables are related with each other with the help of the third variable, and that third variable is known as the parameter. That is known as the parameter. If it is so, then that is known as the parametric form. Look here, if this is, if I try to show it with the help of example, then y is equal to suppose sin t, and x is equal to this is suppose square root of t. Okay, so now y is related with t and x is also related with t. Okay, and if I write it like this, suppose squaring both sides, then x square is equal to t, then I can put this value of t here, then y will become sine of x square. It means y is not directly related with x. Y is not directly related with x, that this y is related with t and x is also related with t. And by solving we can find the relation of these two variables which are related with the third variable, and that third variable is known as the parameter. Means this is the parameter, t variable is known as the parameter. Okay, if such type of questions are here, and if we want to differentiate one variable with respect to the second variable, then how we can find out? We will learn to do such type of questions here. Look here, if we are to find dy by dx where y is given this and x is means x is also a function in terms of t, and g is also related y is also given in terms of t. Y is also function which is given in terms of t. So if I want to find out dy by dx, means I want to differentiate dy by dx. I want to differentiate y with respect to x. So it will be differentiate this, but this variable is given in terms of t. So I will differentiate t with respect to x. So I need to find out the value of this dt by dx. Look here. Relation of x and t is here, so I can find out dt by dx from here. Now if I differentiate it with respect to t, because x is given in terms of t, so dx by dt is equal to f dash t, because I am differentiating this with respect to t and it is already given in terms of t, so differentiation of t with respect to t will be 1, so no need to write it. So now I have to find out value of dt by dx. So I will take the reciprocal of this. So dt by dx is equal to 1 by f dash t. Now I will using 2 in 1. So it becomes dy by dx is equal to g dash t. G dash t and this is upon into 1 upon, because this is into dt by dx, and what is dt by dx? 1 upon f dash t. Okay, so it means this is equal to g dash t upon f dash t, or in other way we can write down. Look here, this is g dash t. G dash t is means I can write down dy by dt into here divided by dx by dt. dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Is it clear? And these students, whatever we have derived, now we will apply that application part. Now I am starting with this exercise 5.6. In this second question is x is equal to a cos theta and y is equal to b cos theta, and we are to find out dy by dx. Okay, so because x is given in this in the form of this parameter, that is theta, so I will differentiate this x with respect to theta. So a is a constant, a will be written as it is, and derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. Because I am differentiating it with respect to theta, so derivative of theta is 1. Now dy by d theta, because y is also given in terms of theta, so its derivative, this is a constant b, and what is the derivative of this? That is minus sin theta, because we are differentiating with respect to theta, so theta का derivative 1. Now I want to find out dy by dx. देखो dy है ना ऊपर, तो dy by d theta ऊपर आएगा, dy by d theta, and here dx by d theta. What is the value of dy by d theta? That is minus b sin theta, and this is minus a sin theta. Minus cancel, this is cancel, so b upon a is left. And in this question again we are to find out dy by dx, but here this time x is given in terms of t. So we'll first of all differentiate x with respect to t. 4 constant, and what's the derivative of t? That is 1, because we are differentiating it with respect to t, so that is into 1t. So 4 आ गया आपके पास आंसर. This is 4. Okay, 4 this. Now dy by dt. Okay, so you can write down 4 minus t like this. So this is minus 4t raised to power minus 2. So it would become minus 4 upon t square. Okay, so now you are to find out dy by dx. It means dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So what is dy by dt? Minus 4 upon t square, and what is dx by dt? That is 4. So 4 it will be cancelled by minus 4. This is minus 1 by t square is your answer. In this question, first of all we will find out dx by x is given in terms of theta, so dx is dx upon d theta. Now a is constant, which is multiplying with this, so a will remain as it is. So theta's derivative with respect to theta will be 1, minus sin theta's derivative with respect to theta is cos theta. Okay, let it be as it is. Now dy by d theta is equal to, a is the constant, let it be as it is. 1 is constant, its derivative will be 0. You might be thinking, why I have not taken the derivative of a here 0, why I have written it as it is, why I have taken the derivative of 1 as 0. Try to understand, students, here this a is in multiplication here with this, and whatever constant is multiplied with any function, that remains as it is. Okay, now this is in addition with this, 1 is in addition, so we will consider the derivative of that is 0, and cos theta's derivative minus sin theta, so it becomes minus a sin theta. Okay, so now after this we need to find out dy by dx. So dy by d theta, we will write down dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. What is the dy by d theta? That is minus a sin theta, and what is this? A into 1 minus cos theta. You can cancel this. Now after this what is left? Minus sin theta upon 1 minus cos theta. Now try to recollect the formula. Which formula, which identity would be used here? 1 minus cos theta can be replaced by what? Just try to recollect it. This is, yes, 2 sine square, whatever is the angle, make the half of that. That is sine square theta by 2. When you have used the identity which have made this angle half, we will now find that identity. We will try to find out that identity which will convert this theta into its half. साइन एंगल, साइन फंक्शन में कौन सी ऐसी आइडेंटिटी है जिससे कि एंगल हाफ हो जाता है? यू नो इट वेरी वेल, दैट इज साइन 2 थीटा से हमारे पास 2 साइन थीटा कॉस थीटा आ जाता है ना. ये देखो 2 थीटा है तो एंगल हाफ होके थीटा आ गया. अगर यहाँ पर थीटा होगा तो ये थीटा बाय 2 हो जाएगा. तो साइन थीटा की जगह क्या आ जाएगा 2 साइन थीटा बाई 2 कॉस थीटा बाई 2. 2 will be cancelled with this. 1 sin will be cancelled. Sin theta by 2 will be cancelled here. So it is minus cos theta by 2 upon sin theta by 2, and that is minus cot of theta by 2. And the students, in this question dx by d theta, I will do question number 7 also, but I will do that at last because that's a lengthy question. So I have taken this question number 8. It is given in terms of t, so dx by dt. A is in multiplication, so A will be written as it is. What is the derivative of cos t? That is minus sin t. Now plus, what is the derivative of this log of tan t by 2? तो log of x से कंपेयर करो, बेसिक फॉर्मूला log of x होता है, उसका डेरिवेटिव 1 upon x होता है, तो x is this tan t by 2 into derivative of this tan, that would be secant square. अब आप इसको x मानेंगे तो ये लिखिए t by 2. अब इसका डेरिवेटिव हुआ into t का डेरिवेटिव 1 और upon 2 as it is. Let us write it in the simplified form. What it would be? This will be minus sin t plus secant square t by 2 can be written as 1 upon cos square t by 2, and this tan t by 2 can be written as sin t by 2 upon cos t by 2, that will go here, that is cos t by 2 into 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 I can write it this 2 here. Okay. If I rearrange it, now this cos will be cancelled with this. Now this is 2 cos t by 2 sin t by 2. अभी मैंने आइडेंटिटी लिखी थी ना यहाँ पर, मैंने लिखा अगर सपोज करो sin 2t होता तो ये क्या होता 2 sin एंगल हाफ t cos एंगल हाफ. अगर ये यहाँ से 2t की बजाय 2t होता तो सब ये हो जाता. तो ये आगे आपके पास ये देखिए 2 cos t by 2 sin t by 2, 2 cos t by 2 sin t by 2. It will become equal to sin t. So I can replace this by sin t. So it becomes minus sin t plus 1 upon sin t. Now I will take LCM. So it becomes sin t. This sin t will be multiplied. So this is sin square t plus 1. 1 minus sin square t. It becomes cos square t. So it is equal to a into cos square t upon sin t. So it can be written as a cos t into cos t upon sin t. So it becomes a cos t cot t. Okay, name it 1. This is equal to your dx by dt. Now come to this dy by dt. This is dy by dt is equal to a cos t. Now dy by dx you want to find out. dy by dx तो y ऊपर है तो dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Now what is dy by dt? You have calculated, that is a cos t, and dx by dt is also you have calculated, that is a cos t cot t. A cancel, cos t cancel, 1 upon cot t. 1 upon cot t means tan t. This is your final answer. And the students, now question number 10. This is x is equal to a, because a is in multiplication, write down it as it is. Derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. And here you can see two functions are in multiplication, so product will be applied. So what is the derivative of theta? 1. Sin theta will be written as it is, plus theta will be written as it is. What is the derivative of sin theta? That is cos theta. This is cancelled, so you are left with a theta cos theta. Okay, so now come here, dy by d theta is equal to a. It is in multiplication, write down it as it is. What is the derivative of sin theta? That is cos theta. Now minus theta, because these two functions are in product, so product rule will be applied. So theta's derivative will be 1, because it is differentiation with respect to theta only, so its derivative is 1. Cos theta as it is, plus theta will be written as it is, and what is the derivative of cos theta? That is minus sin theta. So I will replace this by minus, so minus sin theta. Okay, so now if I open it, then it becomes cos theta minus cos theta plus theta sin theta. This theta, cos theta and minus cos theta cancel, so where it is left, it comes out as a sin theta sin theta. Now we want to find out dy by dx. That means we can write it in this form, dx by theta. It is dx by d theta. Okay, dy by d theta. I have written dx. This is dx by d theta. Dx by d theta, because this is the differentiation of x with respect to theta. Here differentiation of y with respect to theta. So what is dy by d theta? That is a theta sin theta. And what is dx by d theta? That is a theta cos theta. So cancel. So it is tan theta. And the students, in this question, x is given this and y is given this, and you are to show that dy by dx is equal to minus y upon x. Students, there are two methods to solve this question. One is very lengthy method. That is the usual method, whatever we were applying up to the previous question, last question we have applied. That's a very lengthy method, but there is one more method, alternative method. By applying that, we can solve it, means in very less number of steps. And what is that? Because here you can see, if I multiply these two, then bases of both of these are same, so powers would be added. So sin inverse t plus cos inverse t, and you have studied in your second chapter inverse trigonometry that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So we can apply that identity of the inverse trigonometry here, and we can convert into very simplified form. So what to do for that? We need to multiply these two. So when consider x into y. If you multiply these two, so it becomes a raised to power sin inverse t, a raised to power cos inverse t. So now it can be written as a raised to power, because this is in multiplication. देखिए ऐसे होता है, this is root x, this is root y. We can write it root x y. But if it is in division also, it is applied in division also. But if it is root x plus root y, then root x plus y cannot be written. This is wrong. This is wrong. So in addition or subtraction it is wrong. ठीक है? But in multiplication or in division you can take these under the same sign. Okay? So it's possible. So here in this way we can do it like this. A raised to power sin inverse t into a raised to power cos inverse t. Okay, under the same sort you can keep these two. So xy is equal to, you can see this is in multiplication, bases are same, so powers will be added. So a raised to power sin inverse t plus cos inverse t. And you have studied in your second chapter sin inverse x plus cos inverse x. If both of these are same, then it becomes equal to pi by 2. So it is t and this is also t, and this is sin inverse t plus cos inverse t. So it becomes equal to, so this becomes a raised to power pi by 2 by applying this. Write down the supportive reason also here. So now after this I will differentiate it. So now differentiate with respect to x. Okay. Because you can see here two functions are in multiplication, so product rule will be applied on the left side, and here it is the constant. Okay. So when you will differentiate it with respect to x, so what will be the differentiation of x with respect to x? That is 1. And y will be written as it is by applying the product rule. Plus, now x will be written as it is. Now y will be differentiated with respect to x. Then we get dy by dx. And as you know, this a is constant, pi by 2 is also constant, so its derivative will be 0. So what does it become? X dy by dx is equal to minus y. So it becomes dy by dx is equal to minus y upon x. So it is proved. Hence it is proved. And students, now I have written 7 questions. This is the lengthy most question of this exercise. So this is x in terms of t is given, so I am differentiating x with respect to t. बिकॉज इट इज रेशनल फंक्शन क्वेश्चन विल बी अप्लाइड, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले साइन क्यूब टी का डेरिवेटिव, पावर है तो पावर के हिसाब से चलेंगे, पावर बाहर, एक पावर कम कर दीजिए। फिर बेस, बेस क्या है साइन, उसका डेरिवेटिव कॉस टी, फिर एंगल यानी टी का डेरिवेटिव दैट इज 1। अब इसको एज इट इज लिखिए cos 2t का स्क्वायर रूट माइनस, नाउ sin क्यूब t will be written as it is। now we will take derivative of this, स्क्वायर रूट का रूल चलेगा, स्क्वायर रूट का रूल चलेगा तो इसमें x मान लीजिए इसको, तो दैट इज 1/2 क्वेश्चन एज इट इज। फिर आपने इसको माना ना x, अब इसका डेरिवेटिव cos 2t का डेरिवेटिव माइनस 2 sin 2t। क्यों मैंने 2 क्यों लिया, क्योंकि 2t का डेरिवेटिव भी तो लोगे वो 2 आएगा और cos 2t का आएगा माइनस sin 2t, 2 से हो गया कैंसिल 2 अपॉन स्क्वायर ऑफ दिस, स्क्वायर ऑफ दिस cos 2t स्क्वायर रूट का स्क्वायर। ओके, तो जब स्क्वायर लगाओगे तो ये स्क्वायर रूट कैंसिल हो गया, ये आपके पास ये हो जाएगा, ठीक है। अब इसके बाद ये आपके पास, इसको अपॉन 1 कर लो और इसमें ऐसे करके इसका एलसीएम ले लो, तो एलसीएम लोगे तो 3 sin स्क्वायर t cos t स्क्वायर रूट cos 2t मल्टीप्लाइड विद स्क्वायर रूट cos 2t रह जाएगा cos 2t, माइनस माइनस हो गया प्लस, एंड sin क्यूब t एंड sin 2t अपॉन दिस। Now this LCM square root of cos 2t, because now it has become denominator of this whole, so it can be written along with this cos 2t. Okay, so now after this I am going to apply one identity, but which identity is to be applied, कैसे अप्लाई करना है आप ये देखो, इसके ऊपर ही ये क्वेश्चन डिपेंड करता है आपका पूरा। तो अब मैं इसमें let it be as it is, first of all let it be as it is, okay। now after this I am going to open your dy by dt here, dy by dt ये हो गया, name it 1। now dy by dt I am going to open, okay। सबसे पहले न्यूमरेटर का डेरिवेटिव cos क्यूब t का डेरिवेटिव कैसे आएगा, पावर, पावर वाला रूल लगेगा, पावर बाहर, एक पावर कम, फिर उसका बेस जो है cos, उसका डेरिवेटिव, तो 3 cos स्क्वायर t cos का डेरिवेटिव माइनस sin t t का डेरिवेटिव 1 एंड राइट डाउन द डिनोमिनेटर एज इट इज, ओके। देन नाउ cos माइनस cos क्यूब t एज इट इज, अब इसका डेरिवेटिव स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ cos 2t का भी हमने यहाँ पे निकाला है, वही लिख दीजिए आप यहाँ पर इंटू 1 इंटू माइनस 2 sin 2t डिवाइडेड बाय स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ दिस 2 cos 2t एंड डिवाइडेड बाय दिस cos 2t, 2 से 2 कैंसिल। चलिए अब इसको लिखते हैं, तो ये आ जाएगा dy by dt इज इक्वल टू, ये माइनस है बाहर लगाइए इसको, माइनस 3 cos स्क्वायर t देन sin t, इफ यू टेक एलसीएम, अब इसका एलसीएम लेंगे तो ये स्क्वायर रूट cos 2t मल्टीप्लाइड विद स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ cos 2t, ये आ जाएगा cos 2t एंड माइनस माइनस प्लस हो गया, प्लस cos क्यूब t sin 2t डिवाइडेड बाय ये, क्योंकि देखिए अब ये जब आपका एलसीएम बना, ये एलसीएम लिया तो ये पूरे का डिनोमिनेटर बन जाएगा ना, व्हेन इट बिकम्स डिनोमिनेटर ऑफ द होल एक्सप्रेशन देन इट विल कम हियर, सो ये आ जाएगा आपका स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ cos 2t एंड दिस इज cos 2t, ओके, दिस इज 2 बाय 1 and 2 वी नो दैट dy by dx क्या होता है बेटा, dy by dt divided by dx by dt, okay, so dy by dt is this and dx by dt is this। now students, first of all look here, in dy by dt and in dx by dt, in both of these denominators are same, so these will be cancelled with each other, okay। so dy by dt में आपके पास ये आया 3 minus 3 cos square t sin t cos 2t plus cos cube t sin 2t डिवाइडेड बाय दिस नंबर dx by dt में, क्योंकि ये तो कैंसिल ही हो गए, जो डिनोमिनेटर्स हैं ये दोनों कैंसिल हो गए. सो नाउ 3 sin square t cos t cos 2t plus sin cube t sin 2t. Okay, now after this we have to apply the trigonometric identity. Where is to be applied? Look here, if actually cos 2t तो अभी एक तो cos 2t है और एक sin 2t है. तो पहले तो आई एम गोइंग टू ओपन दिस sin 2t में आई एम गोइंग टू ओपन इट 2 sin t cos t, and here also it is 2 sin t cos t. Now after this students I will take out that factor common which can be cancelled, जो कैंसिल हो जाए ऊपर नीचे से वो निकालूंगी. अब आप ये देखिए यहाँ पर sin t cos t sin t cos t, इधर भी sin t cos t and this sin t cos t कॉमन निकल रहा है. आई एम टेकिंग दैट कॉमन. वैसे तो अदर फ्रॉम हियर तो cos square t sin t is common, and from here also sin square t cos t is common, लेकिन वो कैंसिल नहीं हो पाएगा. जितना कैंसिल हो पाएगा सिर्फ उतना निकालेंगे. sin t cos t, so what is left? -3 cos t is 1 cos t is common, so -3 cos t cos 2t plus this 2 sin t cos t is common, so what is left? Cos cube t. Okay, after actually in this step most of the students they get confused to what should be taken out common. That I have told, whatever is common in the numerator as well as in the denominator. From here cos t and 1 sin t is common, so 3 sin t cos 2t plus here sin t cos t common, 2 sin cube t is common. Now your question has become easy. Now I will apply, as I told you there was sin 2t and cos 2t also, but first of all I have applied the identity of sin 2t. Now I will apply the identity of cos 2t here. Now which identity should be applied? That is very important here. देखो here it is in terms of cos and cos, तो cos 2t की ये वाली identity अप्लाई करेंगे 2 cos square t minus 1, क्योंकि already these other terms are given in the form of cos, and here sin and sin. So cos 2t in this we will apply, we will write this cos 2t in terms of this sin t. Cos 2t is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square t. We know that cos 2t can be written in terms of tan also, it can be written in terms of sin also, it can be written in terms of only cos also, and it can be written in terms of sin t and cos t both. So here as per the demand of the question I will write them. Minus 3 cos t, and this cos 2t will become 2 cos square t minus 1 plus 2 cos cube t, and here it would become 3 sin t cos 2t, in terms of sin I would write minus 2 sin square t plus 2 sin cube t. Okay, now after this I am going to open this, multiply it, minus 6 cos cube t minus minus plus 3 cos t plus 2 cos cube t. Okay, and here 3 sin t minus 6 sin cube t plus 2 sin cube t. It would become you can see this minus 6 plus 2, दोनों में cos cube t है, so minus 4 cos cube t plus 3 cos t, and it is 3 sin t, okay, minus 6 sin cube t plus 2 sin cube t means 5 minus 4 sin cube t. And if I take negative sign common from here, to 4 cos cube t minus 3 cos t, and it is 3 sin t minus 4 sin cube t, and we know these are the identities. I know this this 4 cos cube t minus 3 cos t is the identity of cos 3t, and 3 sin t minus 4 sin cube t is the identity of sin 3t. So both of this cos 3t upon sin 3t is equal to minus cot 3t. So this is your final answer. Understood? This type of question is the parametric form. Questions may be asked in this type also. In this question, it is written differentiate sin inverse x with respect to tan inverse x. Then how we will do? This is also parametric form. We will write this is x, this is also x. So I will write down this is u is equal to sin inverse x and v is equal to tan inverse x. Okay. If I want to find out differentiate sin inverse x means differentiate u with respect to tan inverse yani v, yani I want to find out du by dv. Okay, so now u and v are related with each other with the third variable, that is x. So this is your parameter, x is your now parameter. So du with respect to x, du by dx is 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square, and what is dv by dx is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So I want to find out du by dx. So du by dx, here you can see here it is u. So du by dv, sorry, du by dv था. We want to find out du by dv. So du by dx, क्योंकि हम u है ऊपर आपका, and this is dv by dx. du by dx is this 1 by square root of 1 minus x square, and what is this 1 upon 1 this. So it would become 1 plus x square divided by 1 minus x square. And in this question it is to differentiate this with respect to x. So with respect to secant inverse x. So I am writing u is tan inverse cos upon 1 plus sin x, and this is v is equal to secant inverse x. Both are given in terms of x, so I can directly find out the derivative of this is x into x square minus 1. Now here it needs to be simplified, so I am going to simplify this cos 1 plus sin x, and this is cos x. 1 plus sin x can be written as sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 whole square. You know that 1 plus sin theta is sin theta by 2 plus cos theta by 2 whole square. And cos, maybe we will apply that identity in which cos एंगल हाफ हो जाए. तो आपको पता है cos 2 थीटा इज इक्वल टू cos स्क्वायर थीटा माइनस sin स्क्वायर थीटा. एंगल हाफ हो गया इसमें. तो आई एम राइटिंग दिस cos x इज इक्वल टू cos स्क्वायर x by 2 माइनस sin स्क्वायर x by 2. तो इट बिकम्स u इज इक्वल टू tan inverse, if you simplify this a plus b a minus b, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Okay, and this is your sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 whole square. This is cancelled, this is cancelled. Now you are left with tan inverse, this is cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 divided by cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. And I have already told you, whenever this type of expression is there, you divide the numerator and divide denominator by cos. So cos x by 2 से when you divide it, then it becomes 1 minus tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan x by 2. Okay, so now we can apply the identity directly. That is, this is tan of pi by 4 because it is minus in the numerator, minus, and this x by 2. These identities we have already done. Okay, so अब आपके पास u, अभी u को सिंप्लीफाई कर रहे हैं आप. u is equal to tan and tan inverse cancel, pi by 4 minus x by 2. So what is du by dx now? This is a constant 0. Its derivative minus 1 by 2 is constant and derivative of x is 1. So it is equal to minus 1 by 2. So you have calculated dv by dx also. You have calculated du by dx. So d, अब आपको क्या करना है? पहले u है ना. This is u and this is v. You want to differentiate u with respect to v. So du by dv is equal to du by dx divided by dv by dx. So du by dx is this minus 1 by 2 and dv by dx is this 1 upon this is x square root of x square minus 1. So it becomes minus, this will go in the numerator and this will come here. This is your final answer. With this question, students, now your this exercise, this type is over. Now in next lecture I will take your next type.